Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, the day before Easter. Just wanted to remind everybody that we will be having our Easter service online tomorrow. And just like the other messages we've been having on our YouTube channel and also on our Facebook channel for New Life. And I wanted to encourage you to share the messages. If you guys know how to do that, if you're a person that's on Facebook, share the messages with people that you know. And that way we can kind of have an opportunity for a little bit of outreach, especially people that maybe don't normally go to church anywhere. That's kind of what we're looking for. But real quick video coming up here right after me is from Max Hansen, and he's going to share his testimony. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Max, and our pastor John Llewellyn asked me if I could share my testimony, so here it is. I grew up in a religious home, but I never knew God. For most of my childhood and my entire adolescence, I was angry with God. I hated Him for what at the time I felt were pretty good reasons. So I became of the world, and all that entails. To compress a long story into a few words, I had a God-shaped hole in my life that no matter what I threw into it would not be filled. And so I became despondent, and I got to the point where I had nothing left to lose. So I thought, well, that whole religion thing didn't work out for me when I was a kid, but people's tastes change. Maybe I should give that a second shot. And since Christianity was all I knew from being a kid, I Googled for local churches, despite having two of them down the street from me. Don't ask me why I looked up churches when there was literally two in walking distance, but I did. Perhaps it was meant to be, because the second place I found was New Life Church. I asked if they had Wednesday night services, and they did, since I couldn't make it Sunday mornings at the time. And so one Wednesday night, I arrived. Now, Pastor Al was out at the time, and so it was Brian Convis that was giving the sermon, and it was a fine sermon. Nothing necessarily clicked, but I was leaving with the intention of coming back when our good Pastor John Llewellyn was right on me. He was there to show me around. He made me feel comfortable. He gave me the first Bible in well over a decade that I had been given. And he invited me to the house church on Sunday night, since I couldn't make it Sunday morning. And that house church was at Brian's house. Whew, oh boy. I was not prepared for that. It was Brian, John, and Carnell and all their wives, and Brian gave a sermon, which was fine. Afterwards, we had kind of an argument. It wasn't hostile, but it was definitely an argument, and my position was I wasn't ready to give my life to Jesus yet, and Brian's argument was, oh, yes, I was. So he really put the screws to me, and I've used this metaphor before. He backed me up to a cliff, and I had to take a leap of faith, which I did. And that night, I accepted Jesus into my heart, into my life, and it's a happy ever after, really. Since I felt all the despondency and bitterness in my heart. Just I looked for it later that night, and I just didn't have it within me anymore. Jesus forgave me, so I was able to forgive. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, John. Thank you, Carnell. But most importantly, thank you, Jesus. Now that I have Jesus in my heart, I can't express how grateful I am to be in this position. It's extraordinary. I've never had this kind of hope in my life, and I'm really looking forward to the future. So that's my testimony. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to be seeing you all soon.